When you think about who has the best reviews content on the web, who do you think of? Is it Wirecutter? For me, for a long time, it's been Wirecutter. I've even mentioned them multiple times in posts about reviews updates and product reviews updates. But what I have to show you is really, really interesting, and I'll be covering that today. But before I get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any additional videos I put out. I appreciate it. Okay, so what I'm going to cover today is my latest post, which is about Wirecutter. Wirecutter contains some of the best reviews on the web, right? It's on the New York Times domain. It was acquired by New York Times a while ago. And again, just really thorough, insightful content that's reviews content, and a lot of it. And it usually ranks really, really well. So I was doing some searches for reviews of products and stuff like that, and I noticed that Wirecutter was not ranking well. And in the past, they had ranked well. So it was really interesting to me. So quickly went into Sistrix, Ahrefs, SEMrush, just started checking visibility reporting. And what I saw absolutely shocked me. So let me just show you, because a good picture is worth 1,000 words. And here's visibility trending for Wirecutter. 2 huge drops, actually 3 really drops if you look at the past few days, but 2 huge drops over the past 4 months. So the first one started around May 18th, which, by the way, a lot of sites saw volatility around then. So it was really interesting to see that, and that's a huge drop in visibility, just so you understand. And then also, this was right after the June broad core update completed rolling out. After. So I've covered more about the volatility we saw after the core update, which could be Google updating a specific core system or several outside of a core update, and they can do that. They've explained they could do that. They call those smaller core updates. Anyway, another huge drop then. And then recently, with the more of the volatility that we've been seeing, it's dropped even more. Ahrefs shows the same type of trending, really, really down. Pretty crazy percentage-wise, which I'm going to get to in a minute. And then SEMrush also shows that huge drop. So when you really dig into it, you know, it's crazy. They dropped for just in the United States alone, it was 3.6 million queries dropped in rankings or were completely lost out of the top 100. And just taking a step back, again, this is a really powerful site, right? First of all, it's on the New York Times domain. Second of all, super powerful site because it's an authoritative review site. They have some of the most insightful breakdowns, really, really good reviews content, great visuals, great process, really thorough. They actually tested a lot of these items. So very, very interesting to see this big of a drop go on. Again, 3.6 million queries. That's just in the United States alone. And it seems to be dropping more. So I dug in just to make sure, spot checking, and they were gone from the search results or dropped heavily. So that's a really big drop. Next, I actually covered how AI overviews and AI mode can be impacted, and this is something I've covered in the past. It's really important to understand, especially for sites that may be going, hey, AI search is growing, let's ignore Google and just focus on AI search. And what they're doing for AI search are some tactics that may get them hurt in organic search with Google, which is bad and crazy because Google's AI overviews and AI mode are both rooted in Google's core quality and ranking systems. So you definitely don't want to do that. And so I started spot checking there as well. And where they did rank in AIOs, they are not now. AI mode is a little different to track just because there's not really great reporting out there on tracking when a site is in AI mode yet. So, but from an AIO standpoint, they did drop as well. So you have them dropping in the 10 blue links, you have them dropping in AI overviews, in AI mode, because again, that's based upon Google's core ranking systems and quality systems. So all not good for Wirecutter. Next, I went into some of my theories, a few theories of why I think this could be happening, right? First is, could this be a reviews update or several that impacted the site? Totally could be. With the November 2023 update, reviews update, that was the last one that Google said that they would explain and announce. That happened. After which, basically, the review system would be updated on a regular and ongoing pace behind the scenes, and Google would not tell us that. Just side note, I believe we saw one of these bigger reviews updates in June before the June core update. You can check out my post about the June 2025 core update to learn more about the reviews part of it. So anyway, could this be a reviews update? Absolutely. Will we ever know? Absolutely not. Google is not explaining anything about that. Second, I started talking about my post from last year where I titled it A Nightmare on Affiliate Street, based upon all these larger scale sites with reviews content, and those directories started dropping out of the blue. I thought maybe that was Google handling site reputation abuse algorithmically. Google reached out to me at that point and said that it's not the case, that they have this system or algorithm, which I called the starkly different algorithm, where they said if they identified that a section of the site is starkly different content-wise from the main content of the rest of the site, that it would then not leverage site-wide signals. I don't have confirmation from Google that that's the case, that it's the starkly different algorithm or system at work here, but it very well could be. Again, Wirecutter is a very specific type of site within a site. And should it leverage the New York Times authority? I don't know. Probably not, to be honest with you. So maybe that's going on. It's hard to say. In my post here, I explain, just show the screenshot where Google actually explains this in their ranking documentation about the starkly different system or algorithm where a site would no longer benefit from site-wide signals. So you can go and check that out as well. Next, I cover how just taking a look at a lot of different sites focused on reviews. So I have just this list of it's over 700 sites that have been impacted by reviews updates over time, starting with the original product reviews updates and then moving to reviews updates, not just product related. And I ran the visibility numbers for those, and a lot of those sites are down. As you can see in these screenshots here, visibility trending is just down. Now, it's not all of them. Some of them are up. Some of them are benefiting from core updates and possibly reviews updates running behind the scenes, but a lot are showing this trending, and some on the same dates, as you can see here, some on the same dates that the New York Times Wirecutter was impacted. That was a side note, just really interesting. What I'm trying to get at here is that it's not just really Wirecutter. Wirecutter's, the biggest on the block, and they've seen huge drops, but there are other sites seeing weird volatility as well and drops. And then the last theory I had, which was about vertical expertise rewarded. As I was checking all of these queries that Wirecutter used to rank for, I started seeing sites in those specific verticals that focus just on those verticals and reviews there surfacing higher, ranking better than Wirecutter. Sometimes Wirecutter was gone and, the SERPs were filled with, sites that focus on that specific vertical. So again, I don't have confirmation from Google, but I saw it enough where it really stood out as maybe a reason that this is happening, right? If Google was crafting algorithms to say, make sure vertical expertise, niche publishers focused on topics X, Y, and Z would, rank better for that, which in some cases probably should, right? Versus one site that just covers all topics and categories. So what I showed here is just visibility trending for some of those sites. These are niche publishers containing reviews focused on things within that niche. And you can see some are just surging, right? And visibility trending's up. It looks like with the June core update, they were up, and in May they started increasing. So anyway, again, around the same time that things were going on with Wirecutter as well. Look at these last two, they surge greatly compared to where they were. And that's it. So that was my post about Wirecutter. Definitely interesting to see them drop, again, an authoritative site in reviews, dropping heavily multiple times over the past few months. Again, it could be a number of things going on. I covered my theories in the post. If you have questions about that, definitely hit me up on X or LinkedIn or Blue Sky, or you can email me if you have any specific questions. And that's it. So I appreciate you watching. Definitely subscribe to my channel. And until the next video, thanks for watching.